Ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick video. I wanted to talk about just how much failing, how many L's Disney has been taking, especially when it comes to Star Wars. I think we can all agree that Disney Star Wars has been a complete failure since they bought it from George Lucas in 2012, the dark year. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling 2012 the dark year. Now, the Mayans, which is interesting about 2012, the Mayans predicted that the world was going to end in 2012. And for a lot of people, it did, because for a lot of people, me included, Star Wars was the world, right? We love Star Wars. And it just so happens that in 2012, Star Wars died. And there's no better example of this than this right here. This is Disney alleging that the reason why their hotel, their Star Wars hotel that was based on the Star Wars sequels, the reason why it failed, and if you didn't know, this hotel, this is, you go in, you're in a Star Wars world, you get to role play for a couple of years, and you also pay $5,000 to live in the sequels. That's pretty much, now, to any real Star Wars fans, living in the sequels is like being in hell, right? It's a huge, painful endeavor. So for someone to pay $5,000 per person to be in the sequels, I mean, you have to be someone that enjoys pain. But anyway, nonetheless, this hotel was a huge failure for Disney, a huge failure for Kathleen Kennedy. And after a little over a year, this hotel actually closed. Rightfully so. Well, now these geniuses over at Disney, right, over at Lucasfilm, they are blaming the state of Florida for the closure of this hotel. They're blaming everyone else but themselves, right? They're saying that it was a hard concept for people to understand, that the people of Florida weren't with it. They're making all sorts of excuses as to why this hotel failed. And it's not a complicated equation here, Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, Mickey Mouse. It's very simple as to why this hotel, the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, why this was a huge failure for Disney World. The reason why is because of this right here. This entire experience, again, you are immersed in this world, in this Star Wars world. The entire experience is based on the Star Wars sequels. A huge mistake for Disney, because the Star Wars sequels, I think we can all agree, have been a complete failure for Disney, a complete catastrophe. Nobody likes them. And if you come across an individual that says that they like them, then they should be locked up. They should be in the loony bin, right? They should be with the jackets, and maybe 50 years ago they would have been, because they're not thinking straight. There's clearly something wrong if you believe that the Star Wars sequels are good in any way when they're not. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down in the comments. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Also, before I say sensational, do you guys enjoy the hair? I put in great efforts every single day to make sure that the hair is phenomenal for you guys, because I truly do care about you guys. I want to make sure that the hair is on point. And sometimes it's not, but that's for a reason. But in this case, sensational.